what, which I'm not very sure what it's all about. But we're going to go and look at the Leaning Tower. Bro should like this one, bro. It's a Leaning Tower. There it is, right behind us. Let's go and look at this. Right, folks, is this leaning or is it not leaning?
I just said that.
I think it is leaning slightly. It is. Well, folks, we've been foiled again. We can't get in. It's padlocked. Right, folks, we've been foiled. So we're going to have to go on a circular route to try and get into this Leaning Tower. Folks, here in Tayport, they maybe still have horse fears. Right. Now then, we're trying to find our way into this oh, there it is, there, look. Oh, what's happening here, bro? We're locked out again. No way, man. Oh, there must be another way in. Right, folks, we're in. Here it is. Now, this old kirk here was established or built in 1794, and ever since then it has been leaning ever so slightly. I believe it's something like a half a degree every 25 years or something. So let's go and have a proper look at this Leaning Tower. Now, as you can see, folks, it is ever so slightly leaning over to the right there. Kind of hard to see on film, but you definitely notice it with the naked eye. Now that says, this church was built by the Reverend Dr. Robert Dalgleish of Scots Craig, minister of the gospel in the parish of Tayport on Craig in the year 1794. Now here we have the grave of a few of the folks who died in a shipwreck in Rio de Janeiro. Sure, I've read that story somewhere. Right, here we go. Now you can definitely see the lean or the slant. There you go. Look, definitely see.
Turning your wrist, that's what it is. It's actually straight, folks.
It's a new app I've got called Lean. The lean. Yeah, but no, you can definitely see it is at a slight angle there. Well, folks, there we go. Now, I don't know if you can actually see the lean or the bend in the tower there, but when you're here, you definitely notice it. You can see the bottom window there. That's slightly off centre as well, if you have a good look around. It's like it's been built, maybe, or it's been started off, and it was at a slight, maybe the spirit level wasn't quite ready, wasn't quite proper. Oh, you know what I mean, in the centre. And they've started off, and then they've straightened it up as they got to the top. So I don't know. It's a mystery. I don't know if you can actually see, folks, but there is a slight crack running from the window frame diagonally up to the right. Don't know if that's got anything to do with the fact that it's leaning. I actually found this gravestone as well, folks, which is to the steamship Forfarshire, George Black, who was drowned by the wreck of the steamboat of Forfarshire. Now there's a famous story about that somewhere in one of the books I've read. Yeah, good one, bro.
Space whizzing?
Yeah, I think so, yes. Bro doing a space whiz, folks. This is a man at work. Right, bro, what have we found here then?
Well, a lot of the graves seem to be things to do with the sea, like shipmasters, shipwrecks, captains, that kind of thing. So yeah, maybe it's something to do with.
Do you think possibly that a lot of the people who are buried here lived here, so their only job they had was possibly something to do with the sea?
Quite possibly.
Yes, so we found quite a few of them. Yes, it's a strange one, folks. We have their eldest son, Andrew, who died at Shanghai of sunstroke. He was a chief officer on board the Baroque Princess of Wales. So that's another kind of sea-related grave. Interesting. Here's one ship owner, and there's kind of like a maritime motif on this grave. Yeah.
A lot of them are said on the grave, born or died in Ferryport on Craig.
Uh-huh.
I've never heard of that before, have you?
Ferryport on Craig.
This is an old town that doesn't exist anymore.
I don't know, we need to check it out, yes. Well, we're going on a little bit of a research trip here. Bro has noticed that a lot of the people who died and buried here were sort of like from the Ferryport on Craig area, which I've never actually heard of before. Maybe that was the name of Tayport or something before. So Bro's away to check it out. It was quite an interesting graveyard this though. Now that we've got a little bit, we've delved deeper into the graves here. We found a bit of a sort of a maritime theme here. Very interesting indeed. One ship master. There's one of those faces, look. Oh goodness, Bro's stripping off. It's too hot in it. It's got really warm.
It's cold when I left the house this morning.
But there's another one, shipmaster. Another one, Thomas May, the shipmaster, who was drowned in the river Galagos, South America. Wow. And more shipmasters. So another one, Isabel Rollo, who was drowned in Berwick Bay. Wow. Wife of James Cook, shipmaster. Another one, William Crockett, shipmaster. James Black, shipmaster, who died in Cook's Straits, New Zealand. Oh. Now I found one here. Memory of her husband, Francis Hannah, who died from injuries received in a railway collision at Tayport, 25th of November 1881. That's interesting. Now this is how Spiz works. We find a grave with a date and a disaster, and it's Bro's on the case here, trying to find out what's happened to this 1881 railway collision disaster at Tayport. So hopefully we'll find out when it happened and we can maybe go and visit the actual spot. This is Spiz in action here, folks, live as we speak.
Right, so just having a quick look at the details on mine here now. It says from Dundee Courier on the 2nd of December 1881, the Tayport railway accident. All the injured are improving, with the exception of Francis Hannah, who yesterday pronounced to be much worse condition. Francis Hannah.
That's Francis Hannah's grave, right? So it's actually mentioned in the paper.
Yeah.
That's great.
So when did he die? It says he died on the...
From injuries.
Of injuries received on the 25th of November.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, we'll get back to you with more information shortly.
Thank you. And here we go, some more shipmasters. Lots of them there. And there's a strange one just here. It says FC. Don't know what that's all about. It says 2010. It's got the Jewish star on it as well. Oh. Well, that was all about. Strange indeed. So there's Bro still. Bro's still trying to work out what this railway crash was all about. Right, Bro, what's happening here then, you think? Have we stumbled upon, yes?
A lot of the graves are to do with like drownings, shipwrecks, captains.
What?
Sorry. That's a fly. And,
hang on. Right.
What was I saying?
Hang on, we'll start again, hang on. What?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.